John Brown was a white abolitionist born in Torrington, Connecticut. He believed that armed insurrection was the only way to overthrow the institution of slavery in the United States. Brown traveled the North, taking up work as a farmer, wool merchant, tanner, and land speculator, but he was never financially successful. Despite his financial struggles, this northern man never stopped supporting his cause. He gave land to fugitive slaves, raised a black youth as one of his own, participated in the Underground Railroad, and helped establish the League of Gileadites. In fact, John Brown had outlined a secret plan to lead a war to free slaves. He first talked about this plan in a meeting with Frederick Douglass in 1847. Despite these contributions to the anti-slavery cause, Brown wasn't recognized as a significant figure for the movement until 1855, when he became the leader of an anti-slavery group in Kansas. Brown and his sons would continue to fight in the territory and in Missouri for the rest of the year. He began to tell people about his plan to lead a rebellion, and he sought out funds and supplies for his army. On October 6, 1859, 16 white men and 5 black men charged the federal arsenal at Harper's Ferry in West Virginia to seize arms and ammunition. They seized the federal estate with little resistance. He then sent a patrol out into the country to contact slaves, collected several hostages, and waited for his reinforcements. He intended to arm the slaves with the weapons from the armory. The slaves, however, did not rise to his support, but local citizens and militia surrounded him. Guns were fired, and 2 townspeople and 8 of Brown's men were killed. Troops arrived from Washington and quickly wounded and arrested Brown. Brown and remaining members of his group were turned over to Virginia authorities to be tried for treason. Brown was hung December 2, 1859. This rebellion electrified the nation. Much of the North greeted his raid with widespread admiration. On the other hand, Southerners were outraged. They alleged that this rebellion was the tip of the iceberg and represented the wishes of the Republican Party to end slavery, while Republicans dismissed the notion and claimed they would not interfere with slavery in the South. They questioned the Northerners' judgment. Historians agree that the Harper's Ferry raid escalated tensions that a year later led to secession and the American Civil War. John Brown's influence remained during the war, as John Brown's body was used as a popular Union marching song. Some saw him as a heroic martyr and visionary. Others saw him as a madman and a terrorist. Whichever the case, John Brown lit a spark in the people on October 6, 1859, when he decided to raid Harper's Ferry.